Hey guys, how's it going? So today we have IcyDock's NVMe to USB adapter called the IcyNano. Now, before I get started on this, I wanted to quickly address a pet peeve of mine, and that is most of the NVMe adapters on the market right now are utter pieces of shit. At least they are for my own testing. All previous units that I've tested have failed my testing either in that they malfunction or they completely die from my testing. Now, to give you some examples of this, let's pull up a video here where I'm formatting a disk using the adapter, and what happened? The disk disconnected and disappears in the middle of formatting. And then here's another one. This is doing consecutive runs of Crystal Disk Mark. And what happens? USB device not recognized. It overheated and failed. In fact, that specific unit is the one that I mentioned completely died on me altogether. All right, so let's start with the unboxing. So we have the box that the unit comes in, and it comes with a decently sized padding. They have the adapter inside of a plastic bag, thermal pad. You have your two USB cables and your manual. Don't really need a lot for something like this. And here's opening it up. Just take off the metal top, and there you go. That's the enclosure. Let's get our drive here. And we got to adjust it to the right size. Just slide it down. It snaps in place to the various size points, and you plop it in. And then afterwards, you want to throw on the thermal tape or pad, I should say, because it basically attaches to the aluminum top, thus transforming the top into a heatsink for this unit. As mentioned earlier, this is the only NVMe adapter I've used thus far, which survives my torture testing, which basically consists of multiple runs of Crystal Disk Mark back to back, doing a complete format of the disk drive, and then also a file transfer of, say, 200 gigabytes of data. But enough with that, let's get to the benchmarks. So first we have a synthetic benchmark of Crystal Disk Mark, where you're getting about 885 megabytes a second, not too shabby. Now, next thing I tested was a contiguous file where I copied a archive from the IcyNano adapter to my normal disk drive. With that one, I was getting about 700 megabytes a second during that transfer, which wasn't too bad. Transferring the same file to the adapter had lower speeds of around 560 megabytes per second. And then I also tested a bunch of mixed files, basically just using game folders. Now, with that one, we had an average of about 680 megabytes per second when I was copying those files from the drive. When I was copying them to the drive, it slowed down to about 500 megabytes a second. Now, if you notice that drop at the end, don't worry about that. That had nothing to do with IcyDock's Nano. That was because I was using a Intel 660p drive and its SLC cache ran out. So when you consider that this is the first unit that I've had which hasn't failed my testing, I'm very happy with it thus far. I hope to test out more models in the future. When I do, I'll post about it here. Have a great day.